Hey, y'all. Well, we got a lot of information coming to you as usual this week. A lot of thru hikers, some of them finishing, some of them flip-flopping, some of them heading north, some of them heading south. We got all kind of information out there. So let's go ahead and dive right in to what's going on with the Appalachian Trail. So we got Chase. He is heading south out of Delville. And he says it has been hot. He sent us a shot of his thermometer, so that's 95 degrees on his thermometer, and that's just the ambient temperature. That does not include what it actually feels like. It actually feels like closer to 100, maybe even more out there. So it is tough going. Now is when you've got to stay hydrated. You've got to keep those electrolytes in you. And he sends in this video.
Hey Ramdino, this is Chase from Chase Life. We're hiking south on our 2025 completion hike to finish our Hurricane Helene interrupted 2024 hike. So last year I was working on trail basically every day. I would work 3 to 4 hours afterwards, and then I would do an hour worth of editing on our videos. So this year has been different. We're not supported. We're just hiking, and we're not working. We've taken time off, and we're not editing videos. We'll edit the videos at the end. So one thing that's been interesting is in this last week, we've hardly seen any northbound hikers. I think we're kind of almost done with that. We have seen a few Sobos that have been basically flip-floppers, and that's it. It's been pretty, like yesterday I saw 0 people on the trail. It's just me. So that's where we're at right now. Weather has been great. I haven't really seen any rain hit while I'm walking for the last 10 days. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. We are now heading into Daleville. Thanks for all you do, Ramdino. We'll talk to you later.
Mongo and Juju B, they have made it to Connecticut and are continuing north. They want to give a shout out to all the support that they've been given from trail angels, just all up and down the trail, and to all the trail maintainers they met. They said it's just been awesome. They sent in a video.
Hey Ramdino.
We're in Connecticut.
And we're starting to see our first Sobos coming through. We're trudging along, trying to get to Katahdin. So
until next time, happy trails, y'all.
And Sonny Jim, he is flipped up on his flip-flop. He is flipped up north. He sends in his update.
Hey there, Ramdino. It's July 24th. Sonny Jim checking in, getting ready to head out to the 100-mile wilderness, staying with some friends in Monson, just down the road from Shaw's. And the plan is hike to Katahdin, come back, and then hike south from there. And so I'll stop in at Shaw's on the way back, and looking forward to this section. Check with you later.
And Zuko, she is on the Sobo portion of her flip-flop. She is getting ready to head into the roller coaster. And what do you know? She ran into a familiar face.
Hey, Zuko here.
And Sonny Jim.
All right, we're here. We met on the trail. He's going north. I'm going south. We bumped into each other. All right, I'm getting ready to start the roller coaster.
You're going to have fun.
All right.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
That is one of my favorite occurrences, when hikers that are updating us on a regular basis and run into each other on the trail, and they recognize each other from this channel. That is very cool. So Zuko and Sonny Jim, looking forward to y'all's continued hike going on out there. And then we got Riley and Van Gogh. They are north of Great Barrington. So they were coming through Vermont, the area there, and they said they got trail magic from a lot of trail angels, including a church there in Great Barrington that 5 days out of the week they give trail magic and to hikers throughout the whole summer. And so that is just awesome that folks are up there doing that. He did say the heat and mosquitoes have been really bad. They were particularly bad in New York and New Jersey, although they have calmed down just a little bit as he's going through Vermont. He also heard from a local trail maintainer in Connecticut that they are replacing the log bridge that they had over the Karsh River or the Karsh Brook there, and they're going to be doing that in several weeks. And then we got Alpha Gale and Metro. They have exited the Whites, and they are through the Mahoosic Notch, and they check in after their bear attack from last week.
Here we are, made it to 299 miles to go. We just came down over the Rattle River, coming down off Mount Moriah. We have successfully got over the Wildcats and the Carters, over the rock pile, all the granite stuff. So getting ready to go up into the Mahoosics. So very, very exciting. 299 miles to go. Hey, Metro, dancing around back there. You have something you want to say? Really? Oh, come on. I know you got something to say.
Thank you, Ramdino, for the element. It is tasty and delicious. Thank you so much. We definitely appreciate it.
And speaking of element,
hey Ramdino, this is Easy Boy and Molly. We do trail magic at Rocky Gap Trail. I always have a good supply of element for the hikers, and they love to see it. But this time of year, where I definitely need my element drink mix, is trying to fill my woodshed on an 85-degree day. Keep up the good work.
that's right, Easy Boy. And whether you're hiking, filling your woodshed, or getting taken to the woodshed.
Wait a minute, we're not done talking about this. Come here.
All those are great times for LMNT drink mix because it's going to get those electrolytes of sodium, potassium, magnesium, no sugar, only the good stuff back into your system to help you get back to either that backpacking trail or that honey-do list you got going on. And right now, if you go to drinklmnt.com/Ramdino, you can get a free sample pack of a bunch of great flavors they got out there with every order. That's drinklmnt.com/Ramdino. Go and get you some. In Arkansas, he reports in that the heat has been awful out there. He sends in his update.
Hi, Ramdino, Arkansas, coming to you here. I'm 100 miles into my through hike. I'm currently in the Rock Maze, about 10 miles north of the AT Museum. Very confusing up here. A lot of, like you see behind me, the arrows are missing in a lot of spots, or tattered and worn down to the point that you can't see them. So keep sharp look. A lot of knife switchbacks. It's crazy up here. The trail's been great, but it's been super hot. Heat indexes in the 105, 108. Myself, I did have an episode of heat exhaustion. I had to get off the trail for a day. I had the full-on confusion, making bad decisions, headache, profusely sweating, nausea, shaking. It's dangerous out here. I'm pounding water. I mean, I'm drinking gallons and as much as I can. I can't keep up with the sweating. So I know everyone else is going through that too. So right now I'm a little cooler weather, but we're expecting more 105s and 110 heat indexes in the days to come. So everyone be careful out there. Bye.
OG and Boston, they report in from the Saddlebacks.
Hello, Ramdino. This is OG, Boston.
Hey Ramdino.
Just coming to you from just north of Saddleback Mountain. We've been spending the last few days hostel hopping, which is perfectly fine. And we'll spend the next few days hostel hopping, which is perfectly fine. The weather up here by Saddleback is fantastic. You can see the mountain ranges as clear as hell. I'd like to say congratulations to our hiking partner, Straps, who summited yesterday. Congratulations, man. You're back home in your lazy boy. Dreaming about your next hike, I'm sure. That's it for now. Y'all have a good week.
And of course, normally right around with OG in Boston, one of their hiking partners, Straps, who hiked with them for the majority of the trip, he got in front of them, and they would typically get his reports. So we're not getting his own trail report right now because, well, as OG in Boston let the cat out of the bag, Straps is done. He sends in his update, his final update.
Hey Ramdino, made it for the second time to the Katahdin sign. I want to send a special thanks out to all my hiking partners. Boston and OG will be standing here in a couple weeks also. And a special thanks out to Iceman for helping us so much in the 100-mile trail's been great. Glad to be here. Thanks for what you do.
I'm going to tell you, that is the first time that any hiker has done that for me and for the channel and for y'all here that I'm aware of. Not, definitely on my channel, definitely for me. So that brought a tear to my eye that somebody finishes through hikes, gets to the sign, and he has the presence of mind to think about us here on the channel to send in an update from it. So seriously, that really brought a tear to my eye. So thanks a lot, Straps, for doing that. Greatly appreciate that. That was very special to me for you to do that. And then next week, he's going to bring us another update from the folks that he was hiking with that summited with him. And that would be the Six Pack Hikers. So the Six Pack Hikers Summit as well, he put that out on his website, and he's going to have an update from them at the sign hopefully next week. And then Whispers, our northern correspondent, he had just came back from about four nights or so there around the presidentials, and he indicated that he had looked at the bridge there where it crosses over the Peabody River. That bridge is closed right now for structural problems. He had looked at that, and so that is a bridge that's very important there because right now they've got a reroute around that. So the ATC says don't go that direction. We've got a reroute for you. Unfortunately, that reroute misses some iconic places on the trail. The Wildcats, which is a mountain range there, it misses those. It misses Pinkham Notch. And so the reroute takes you to a highway where the AMC is giving free shuttles into the Pinkham Notch area, so you don't have to miss that. You don't have to miss the Wildcats. And I'll leave a link down below for where you can go and see their website and get their schedule that they're doing that for. However, Alpha Gal and Metro, they went through that. They went over the ford. They didn't have a problem with it. And Whispers indicates that right now, and with the water that we hadn't had a lot of water in the last couple of weeks, a lot of rain, and so it's pretty low through there. And he indicates that it's very passable. He sends in a video showing that.
Whispers standing in the Peabody River just by the closed bridge, and just upstream of the bridge there are many good options for rock hops and good wadeable sections, and that continues upstream as far as you can see. At least with these water levels, the ford is very doable.
So easy rock hop to get through there. If we do get a big rain up in there, what he recommended is that you check. There's no meter there on that river, but there is one that's close by, and you check that. I'll leave that link down below. He said it was running about 47 cubic feet a minute, and that's well below the median, so that is an easy ford and a rock hop to get across there, and then that way you can continue your mission on the trail. You can't use the bridge no matter what. It is closed, and you can be fined for using that. And it's not safe, and he indicates why it's not safe. So he sends in a video showing us the degradation of the structure there.
Peabody River Bridge is actually a suspension bridge with these under cables, and given how the wood that they're laying on is completely rotted out, that's my guess as to why the bridge is closed.
He also indicates that the Nobo and Sobos are coming together. They're crossing there in the whites. So that could be a problem for some of them because there's limited amount of spaces, obviously, at the huts, and the huts cost money to begin with. But you've got other people that are up there this summer that, people that are non-hikers that are not through hiking, that are just out day hiking or section hiking, and so they take up bed space in those huts. And then there's always through hikers that want to do work for stay at the huts or just pay to stay at the huts. And then there are, if you're not staying at the huts through the whites, you've got these campsites that are limited in the number of hikers that can get checked in there at those as well. So that could be a problem right now while the two bubbles are merging and passing through each other. And then earlier this season, maybe a week or so ago, I mentioned about a person up there that is around the Grafton Notch area that has been posing as a trail angel but causing some problems. She's been telling hikers the trail's closed when it's not. And there's a logbook there, and she's removed the logbook and took hold of that to keep hikers from going through that area. Presumably that's logbook absence is not going to do that, but she's just been causing some issues up there, and she has some issues. And so unfortunately for her, she had a death in the family, and so she is no longer going to be there. She's actually moving down to Florida, and so that I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but I understand she has already left the Grafton Notch area, is no longer going to be doing trail angel work up there, and hopefully she was one of the reasons why they stopped allowing trail angels to set up in that area. So hopefully the cooler heads will prevail, and they will start allowing trail angels to set up there in that area now. And then Spineless Cougar, who is our Vermont correspondent there and our Vermont trail angel, he indicates that still no sign of an actual bubble. He has just now started seeing a Sobo or few. So if the Sobos are crossing the Nobos and the whites, Vermont is obviously trail south of the White, so he is seeing the first part of it. Matter of fact, he had a subo that was on his list that left June 1st from Katahdin. And so he's wondering if there's going to ever actually be a bubble, a northbound bubble come through. So if you're out there on the trail or you're a trail angel south of Vermont and you've seen a bubble come through there, leave a comment down below. So Spineless Cougar can get prepared for that coming through. But otherwise, we've had a lower census this year than we have in the last several years on the trail. And so, just for various reasons that we've covered here before. And so, it could be that they've just gotten so spread out now by the time they get to Vermont that he's not going to see a huge influx like he's had in the past. His stats for this week, so he had one of the hikers there had a 53.5 pound pack. That was the heaviest, and the lightest was 20.3. So that's a delta of what, 33.2? That delta is more than what my pack typically is out there on the trail, even in the winter. Certainly than most hikers out there. So I don't know what the fella is or gal that's hauling the 53.5 pounds, but that's a lot in there. The earliest left Springer on 3/16, and so that's March 16th, and they were bag tag number 1045, and they were the one with the 53.5, so maybe they could have moved faster without all that weight. Don't know. The latest no-bow that left Springer was April 16th. Didn't have a bag tag number for them. And then nobody out of that group from last week reported that they had noro. And then Luscious, who summited July 4th, he brings us up to speed on his experience there at the Woods Hole Hostel. So as I talked last week about Woods Hole Hostel weekend, that is for thru hiker wannabes that want to sign up and take part in that training. So there'll be a practical and they'll be, not only living in a tent there, but you'll also learn how to live in close quarters in a hostel. And it's just Woods Hole is just an iconic hostel on the trail. And Neville, that is the proprietor and owner there of that place, she just does such a great job, and the food is awesome. And well, I'll let Luscious tell you.
Hello from the Outer Banks. What's the matter? Don't recognize me? Maybe this will help. Luscious here. Yes, I'm back. If you've been following this channel, then you maybe noticed that I finished at Katahdin on the 4th of July. I'm back on here to give a shout out to Woods Hole weekend. It's a long weekend in at Woods Hole Hostel in Virginia, and what a time we had. First night was a practical amount at Dismal Falls, where we learned about leave no trace principles, and I got to test out my gear, pretty much most of it for the first time. Forced me to do that, so that was nice. And then the rest of the weekend at Woods Hole was sessions on learning about the physical challenges and the mental challenges we're going to face. Got a pack shakedown from Pony. All of these sessions were round tables with Pony and RTK and Sunrise and Ramdino. And just for the food, Neville cooked us up some amazing food for every meal. And so just between the food and the friends I made, never mind all the stuff I learned and the confidence it gave me heading out on the trail mid-January this year, I counted on all that confidence, and it really helped push me all the way up the trail. And I hope I can get back to Woods Hole one of these years. I highly recommend this to everybody. If there's still a slot available, you should jump at it. Learn what it's like, both sleeping outdoors and in bunkhouses. This is what your life is going to be for several months out there on the trail. So this is a great chance to learn about it and try it on for size. So I guess that's it. Just sign up now and talk to you guys later. Luscious out.
So the link to register, I will leave that down below as well. And so y'all go, if you're interested at all, give them a call at the phone number there. They'll be glad to talk to you about it, or you can reach out to me, leave a comment down below, or reach out to me through all of my ways to do that down below in the description section. And I'll be more than happy to talk to you. There'll be through hikers there that'll be training you, and I'll be training you as well. Not that I'm a big draw. I'm not a through hiker. I have section hiked about 2/3 of the trail, but I'll be there as well. So I'm looking forward to that. It's a special place. So I highly recommend you take advantage of this. Do that now, because there's only a limited amount of people that they can accommodate for that. All right, folks, that's all I've got for this week. As always, appreciate you, and we hope to see you out there.